Welcome to the Harley J Way. Yeah, the Harley J Way. My name is Harley J. I'm your host. Let's jump right in. Welcome to the Harley J Way. The Harley J Way. Yes, you already heard the intro earlier. I'm your host, Harley J. Also, you heard that earlier. But, so, today's episode is about merch strategies. And why? Because, basically, a few episodes ago, I did a deep dive into strategy. But I'm doing another deep dive today. But that past strategy episode was about every type of strategy you could have. We'll talk about merch strategies. But there's way more I want to say on merch strategies. So I took a quick break, missed like one episode, and I was working towards this one episode that I'm doing right now. I'm recording right now, and you're listening to it right now. And it's about merch strategies, the strategies of merch explained. Just merch strategies. So I want to dive into the beginning and the middle and the end of it. So let's start off at the beginning. Merch for creators, for content creators on YouTube, and I'm talking about YouTube, but this also works for Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and Snapchat, but mostly YouTube. A lot of them have merch, and a lot of the time that started off as t-shirts and hats and pants, and then it kind of became something bigger, and merch like that was good, and people liked it. It was good for your brand. But there's 3 points that you want to hit with your merch. You want to hit, the first point is shareability. You want to make sure that your merch is shareable with others, that it can be, that people like your merch, and it can be shared with others. People don't have to know who you are. Another one is promotability. Promotability, I don't think it's a verb or noun, or I'm bad with grammar stuff, but I'm just going to say promotability. Promotability is really where the merch promotes you. It makes you money, and it promotes you, so you make more money. It's kind of about that. Or if money is not your goal, then whatever your goal is, it promotes you, so you can reach that goal easier. So then you also need merch that fits who you are. Did I just burp there? Yes, I just burped. But you need merch that fits who you are. If it doesn't fit who you are, no one will be interested in buying it. Or the people who are interested in buying it won't be your subscribers. And a lot of the time, you won't be just going on Amazon or just searching for shirts, and you'll find immediately a shirt from a creator. You're just going to find the top shirt, which is not usually going to be from a creator. So the thing about, you have to have your merch be part of you. It has to be what you like and what your fans like. Because if you like it and your fans like it, then they will purchase it and then they will share it. Someone who has no clue who you are won't just buy a shirt because they don't know who you are. It's all from yourself. Now, of course, there are ways to go around that. If you have your merch in a big shop, then maybe you can still make the money, still get promoted, without having it to be similar to you. But it's the best way just to have it all similar to you. So merch, just like t-shirts, hats, bands, belts, pants, socks, it works, but it also doesn't. Sometimes it can work, sometimes it doesn't work. So because merch, like if you like fashion, people know you have a good sense of fashion, you can have your own merch like that. For example, I'm just going to give one example. Elliot Choi and Kelly Wakasa, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. They are 2 of the men from Your Mom's House, NYC, and they both have their own fashion brands, kind of. They both have these incredible sense of style, and people know that about them. So Kelly has something called Do What Excites. That's his slogan, Do What Excites. So all his merch says "Do What Excites," and it's really nice, high quality merch. And he has these photo shoots, and people know he has a good sense of style. And then Elliot does the same thing. He has the copyright stuff. It's copyright. That's what it's called. And he has Harleys that say copyright on them, and he has shirts that say copyright on them. And there are lots of different things. So it fits them because they have good sense of style. But someone who is not into that world won't really want to spend the money to buy that. Unless you're like a die-hard fan of yours, maybe, yeah. Okay, now let's talk about something that's going on today. That's more what we're seeing today, and that is creator brands. I'm gonna give my first example with Chamberlain Coffee from Emma Chamberlain. Chamberlain Coffee is a coffee company that Emma Chamberlain, a YouTuber who everyone knows, everyone who watches our videos knows she loves coffee. That's like if you only knew one thing about her and you watched a few of her videos, you know she loves coffee. So she launched her own coffee company, and that's a creator brand. That's her merch. It's not really merch, but it's her creator brand, so we'll call it merch. But I think it's really interesting, and it's really fun. It's really cool. So Chamberlain Coffee, it's a good one. It fits her. It fits her brand. It fits all of her stuff. It's a brand. It's a company. It's like It's stuff. So for example, someone who maybe I forgot the name of this one, but there's this company called that company. There's a guy who does like car reviews on YouTube. So he made a company where you can bid to buy used cars on his website, and you just bid and you might win a car. So it's really cool, and that's like his brand. He loves cars, but so your brand has to be centered around what you love to do, what your stuff is. So you could even say that Elliot Choi and Kelly Wakasa or Wasaka or Casa or Kelly something, their brand, that their merch is their brand. You could say that. Now, let's talk about one thing that is, and again, the brand thing fits all three categories sometimes. Emma Chamberlain Coffee, that works, that fits all the rules that we need. Okay, but let's move on to something else. I like to call this mixed. And mixed is, and my example of it is MKBHD. MKBHD does, his merch. MKBHD is a tech YouTuber, and his merch is shirts, pants, hoodies, but he also has notebooks. He has pillows. He has wristbands. He has pins. He has desk mats. He has coffee mugs. He has flasks. He has a scented candle. Like, his brand is fancy stuff. So I would say this is the mixed. I call this thing mixed, like I said before, and it's where you take the old style and mix it with the new style. So you have all of it, and his brand is fancy, high quality stuff. His videos are high quality. They have high production value to them. Everything for him is high quality, high production value. Like, he reviews smartphones. Those that are expensive, and his videos cost a lot of money. He has a lot of money. He has a high quality studio. He has multiple employees. Everything is very fancy for a YouTuber. So basically, his brand is centered around fancy. He might not say, that my brand is centered around fancy, but that's just what it is. It's centered around fancy, whether he wants it or not. But I would guess that the reason he made it centered around fancy, I would guess he didn't even try to make it centered around fancy. He just made everything expensive, and because he needed to pay the bills for his studio. But he was like, well, wait. So I need to make money. I need to pay the bills for the studio, and it's expensive. So what if we create these high quality products and we sell them for a lot of money? Boom. Now it's fancy. That's how the brand works. And that's what I like about it. So, yeah, that's really cool. Now, this last category, actually, no, it's not the last category, but the next category is a category I don't have a full name for. I haven't found a name for it. I don't know if there's a name out there for it. But you could say education. You could say what the creator does. You could say you could say add-ons. You could say, I don't know what you could say, but basically, my example is Ninja's course for streaming on Masterclass. Ninja is a creator on YouTube and Twitch and lots of different platforms, and because people see him as this amazing gamer, they say, okay, I want to be like him. So they go out, they purchase Masterclass. he gets a cut of money he gets a little bit of money from that, from every subscription, and then they see his course, and he does a course, and he makes money from it. They watch his course. That's money making. Boom. He's making money. He's doing what he loves. He's teaching people how to do what he loves, and it's profitable. So, and that's really good. You can create like an online course, or you can like just have like extra videos that people can pay to watch, that kind of stuff. That's a good merch strategy. All of this, I'm just calling it all merch, even though it's not all merch. Merch is merchandise, and not all this is merchandise, but I'm just putting it under the name of merch. So basically, yeah, that's what really it is. And the last category I want to put out is the rest of the stuff. All of the merch that doesn't fit into all the categories I just mentioned, well, it goes into this last category, which is just all of it. This is all the random stuff left over that doesn't fit into a category. And a lot of the time, this stuff will not be the best, but it could be. So yeah, that's my episode. That's this episode about merch. Thank you for listening. I'm Harley J. Follow me on Instagram at Harley J Loves Music. That's spelled HarleyJayLoveSmusic. You can follow me on YouTube at Harley J, spelled HARLEY space JAY. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening, and peace out. Goodbye.